Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on the SwashbuckleCraft server. So, as you can see here, I'm actually able to fly through the air while recording with decent frame rates. On max graphics settings. Yes, I got a beautiful new computer. And a new mic because the audio quality is actually pretty good now. So yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with it. I have not, however, seen this structure yet. It's something put up by one of the new members, so let's check it out. Switch that item out of my hand, that way I don't activate it because you have to have a few times to that. Okay, what do we have in here? Nice. Impressive. Nice little starter base there. And yeah, so the main plan for today is that we're going to head back to my base and work on setting up a squid farm, which I've been working on digging out the area for it for the past, I think, 2 weeks. Because, yeah, it's a rather intensive project, so let's move on to that next. So I know I said that we would meet at my base next and work on something there, but first, we have definitely got to check out this beautiful piston bolt. Now that won't turn my graphics into a slideshow. So yeah, let's hop into here. Press this button, and here we go. And there we go. Pretty cool to see that I can actually travel the piston bolt now without it lagging things out. But anyhow, now that we're here, let's go ahead and look at a few projects. Project number 1, finding food. So in the time that I haven't been recording, I've worked on a few different ideas. One of the big ones, I've cleared out this area here because this is where we're going to be building a few farms. I haven't exactly decided what farms we're going to build yet, but we'll worry about that at a later date. And let's move it here and go look at this squid farm. Yeah, I kind of had to mark out the area of an entire river and then hollow it out. And the fun part? We're not even done. We have to take this down to like Y45. So we still have to go down a bit farther. But anyhow, let's get to work on this. So as much as I enjoy clearing out large areas and digging out entire river biomes, I think what I'm going to do now is take a break from that and go in drain and restock my store because that needs to be done. And also it's a whole lot funner and more enjoyable than clearing out the river biome. Yeah, might be catching on to the reason why it's taken me at least 2 weeks to clear that out. Maybe. So unfortunately this NC I just found has been raided, but there's a pretty simple way to find more. So in cities, much like nether fortresses, always spawn in a line, and for in cities it's from the east to the west. So we just need to fly off into the east direction until we find another city. And here we go, we have found another in city. How about let's not do that. Instead, let's see if this one's been raided. It's a little bit small. There's not a single treasure room in this one. That's a bit annoying. And yep, this one's been cleared out too. On to the next. Well, I found this one literally like 200 blocks away from the other. Has this been raided? Let's see, we have one shulker there. Yeah, it's been raided too. There's no head on the ship. This is sad. On to the next. I know this has been raided because I remember raiding this one. On to the next fortress. I didn't even cut that. Like, 3 end fortresses right next to each other, and I believe I raided all 3. On to the next. And finally, one that has not been raided. You know how I know it hasn't been raided? Or at least I haven't raided it? There's still a dragon head on the mast of the ship. So I think we're going to get started here at the ground level, and then we'll work our way up from there. And yep, this one definitely hasn't been raided because there's still 3 shulkers in front of it. So, yeah, you're not going to see that time lapse because for some reason I cannot climb this pathway. I fell and died several times during that. Well, thankfully I didn't die, but came close to it. So what we're doing instead is we are raiding this fortress entirely with elytras. Yeah, I have no excuse. But we're doing it anyway. So first, let's go to this ship over here. And the ships are generally the best places to raid because they're the only ones that have elytras. And there's generally only one shulker guarding them. So yeah, put them in here. Grab that. I'm breaking 3, protection 4. Those will probably wind up in the shop soon. And yeah, generally don't worry about grabbing these potions or brewing stands here because, I mean, it's not really something I plan to sell. So, what we're going to do next here, before moving on, is simply grab all of these shulkers and float upward indefinitely. This is enjoyable. Come down here. Really? Does anyone think there should be an anti-levitation potion? I think it'd be incredibly useful for this. And yeah. So, now that we're looking at this, I want to point out a few things. So the structures that are too high there like that will never really have treasure, but the ones that are 3 high can sometimes have treasure in them. And then, let's get a better look at this. The structure here that's much larger and circular as it goes up. These will almost always, unless it glitches out, have some treasure at the top up here. So that's what we're going to do next. Diamonds. Alright, so that concludes our end raiding for now. And we got a few things. I didn't spend a whole lot of time raiding this episode though, because I thought of something else to do halfway through. And what we're going to do next, if we go down here and step into my beautiful office. Oh, that looks beautiful. Sorry. Diamond Omega symbol. I was wealthy when I made it, and yeah, now it's all my wealth. I can't afford the mansion anymore. Sad, but anyhow. We have so many of these boxes are filled with like iron armor and things like that and other stuff we've gotten from end raiding. And what we're going to do with those is I think we're going to set up a new store in the shopping district where we have all those items in chests and it's 1 diamond for any 1 item. Might make a few sales there, might not. But either way, that's a way to store or to free up my storage. So, Currently avoiding zombies, as you can see, but the reason I decided to record this, I was just chilling out venturing, is that, yes, that is a woodland mansion, which is surprising itself because those are really incredibly rare. I think there's about 20,000 blocks in between all of them. And you might be wondering, how do I find this? Quite honestly, I just traveled in one direction from my base for the fun of it for about 1,000 blocks or so, not even that far out, and found this. And as you can see here, it's kind of roofless. And the reason it is set up as such is that, well, let me show you a sign at the front of this mansion. As you can see, the Omega Corporation logo is hanging above it. Welcome to the Omega Mansion. Yes, this was a mansion that me and the rest of Omega Corporation found at one point and decided to claim as our own. And then eventually moved away from it, decided to take parts away and try and rebuild it somewhere else. Never got to that. But we never actually tore down the mansion either, so it's still here. And the funny thing is, I had no idea of this whenever I chose the location for my base. I literally was just looking for an area with a extreme hills biome overlooking the ocean there on 3 sides, and I found it. I'm really happy with it, but this could have been anywhere, and somehow, and these were totally different times. There's probably 6 months in between leaving this and building my current base. Somehow I found this again. So overall, it's just really, really cool, and totally did not plan to ever find that again. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed that thing with the Woodland Mansion there. Truth be told, I was not looking for that, and it came as a total surprise, but let's go look at something I did earlier. So this is the anything for a diamond shop, where you can purchase anything for 1 diamond. You can see we brought back the Omega Corporation logos on the sides, which we've been meaning to do for a while. And yeah, basically, this is a place where I can put anything from end rating that I don't really need, or can't sell in my other shop, or maybe some horse armor and gear like that, and sell it here. Grab this crafting table. I was wondering where that went. So that's the idea behind this. Hopefully I'll make some profits off of it, but we'll see. I seriously had no intention of ever finding this again and was not looking for it, but hey, it's pretty cool to found it again. But yeah, it's been a bit of a different episode than normal. To start with, I introduced the Squid Farm project, which we'll be working on, hopefully finish up next week, because that's actually part of a much bigger project, which is redoing the floors for the storage system, which I'm really looking forward to finishing that. And then found this, which took up some of it, and did a little bit of end rating, which is pretty fun. But yeah, overall, this has been a fun episode to record. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.